and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on me dropping things. When you have something like this, it's really hard to go back to anything else, because if you haven't tried this yet, you should totally try this. Sparklies all over my eyeballs. What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone, and welcome to today's video. If you are new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Manders, and this is my channel. We talk about a lot of makeup and skincare, sometimes nail polish. We have the occasional unboxing, but I almost always drop something. So if you're interested in any of those things, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on me dropping things. Today we are doing an eyeshadow palette tutorial using the That's Taupe palette from Colourpop Cosmetics. I've had this in my collection for a while now. I've only ever used it once. I have never filmed with it. So I decided that today I'm just going to sit down, do an eyeshadow look. Probably won't chat too much. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to swatch these on my arm, and then we will do an eyeshadow look. All right, so it is a nice neutral palette. It's a little bit more on the cool side. I'm positive I have almost every single one of these shades in another color in other Colourpop palettes. However, I like that it is a 9-pan, and I'm sure that we'll probably be able to create some pretty decent looks using this palette. I love neutral palettes because I just like whenever I'm having a day where I'm not necessarily filming, I do like to put eyeshadow on. It's very calming to me. So I like having palettes like these that I can just grab, and I know that I'm going to be able to create a super easy look using that. Now, with that being said, I haven't actually put this palette to the real test yet, so I'm going to use my e.l.f. eye primer today. This is the Putty Primer in the shade Rose. I find it's very similar to my MAC Paint Pot. I don't love it. I want to love it, but I don't love it as much as my Essence one. My Essence one is right there, and I'm like, I want to use that right now. But I am going to use this. It's nice. It's just not my favorite. Just applying it with my finger. This is also a project pan item that I really do have to remember to use, but when you have something like, sorry e.l.f., but when you have something like this, it's really hard to go back to anything else, because if you haven't tried this yet, you should totally try this. That's the Essence I Heart Color Intensifying eyeshadow base, and let me tell you, nothing creases when I use that. It is such a pretty, it makes everything look good. Like, seriously. This one's also good, just not my favorite. This one's a little more sticky. I think that's what my issue is with it. First, we'll go in with the shade Boa. That's just a nice, very nude color. There's actually a little bit more pigment to this than I thought there would be. That's okay. I'm just taking that as an initial transition shade. I'm not really being very careful. If it goes all over my lid, that's fine. I'm gonna go in the other side. I don't know about you, but if you've tried Colourpop palettes, they are fairly consistent for the most part. Sometimes they're not, but I find for the price point they are consistent, so I am usually very happy when I use them. This next shade Python here, I'm gonna go in with the same brush. I'm just using a Morphe brush. Okay, so there's a lot of kickback on that, so be very careful if you're using this palette. That is the one thing. Some of their shadows are very soft. I think the green one, the Just My Luck palette, it, like, you touch it with a brush and it's like poof, gone. So buyer beware. However, these are affordable, so that's okay. I'm okay with that. So I'm just taking that and just and I'm just using a really light hand. Oh, that is like a mauve-y, beautiful dream. I love that so much. That is really pretty color. I'm going the other side. There's a lot of pigment in this one. I really like the way that the shadow is building as well. It is not patchy at all. I'm having no issues blending it, which is wonderful. Oh, that is, yeah, this is, you know what, even just looking at this palette like online, I could tell that it's going to be the right color story for me. Probably something that I would reach for very often. I really like these shadows and how they are applying. I'm very, very happy right now. That shade Rock Steady right here, that's a really nice gray. I just feel like I've been, anything gray toned I am attracted to lately. I don't know. So that's another reason why I knew this would be a good palette for me. And I'm just taking that on the outer corner, blending it up into that mauve shade. I do enjoy that. I like that a lot. It's lighter than I expected, which is not terrible. This brush has been a win for me lately, this AOA Studio E138 brush. It's angled and I just love it so much. I'm just cleaning up those edges using that first shade, Boa, just going around and just buffing it all out. I don't want any harsh lines. Pretty. I like that a lot. Using the same brush, I'm going to go in with that shade Constrictor, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just focus it on the outer corner of my eyelids. Oh, there's a lot of fallout there, so be careful. I'll use my finger for the other side. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade Cold Blooded right here. I'm definitely going to use my finger for this. I'm gonna apply that to the center of my lid. That's a really nice color. I really like that. Now I'm gonna go in with that shade Slated right here and just top that into the inner corner, pop it in. This is a Super Shock formula. So that's it right there. Let's go. Oh, that's sparkly heaven. It's just what I needed. Sparklies all over my eyeballs. I love this. That's beautiful. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to finish up my makeup. So I'm gonna toss on some mascara. I'm not gonna do a liner. And then we're gonna talk about final thoughts on on this palette. I'm going to use the Big Clean mascara by Kosas. I love this mascara. I like the size of the wand. The wand is basically the whole size tube. I love little teeny tiny mascaras. They are much more practical to me. It's such a nice mascara though. I might have to pick up a full size of this. We'll see. So that's the side with the mascara. This is the side without the mascara. It's pretty freaking nice. It's very lengthening. I like it a lot. Real quick, gonna use my Dose of Colors lipstick in the shade Lazy Daisy. Not only is it a stunning color, it has the best name ever. All right, so now let's talk about this eyeshadow palette. This retails for the price that I'm gonna put right here, because I can't remember. I do believe this is a $12 palette, but their palettes do vary in price depending. So for instance, their collaboration 9-pan palettes are a little bit more. So the child palette would be, I want to say $16 US. Anybody want me to get that one so I could do a couple tutorials? Please give me an excuse to buy more makeup. No, don't give me an excuse. So overall, this palette is not leaving my collection. I love it so much. I think I'm going to actually get a lot of good use out of it. I can't wait to keep you guys updated. I will continue using it this month, especially on those days where I'm not filming necessarily, or if I'm gonna film something and I just want to throw something quick together. This palette is a win for me. Let me know in the comments below, have you tried this palette before and what your thoughts are on today's eye look and today's video. I can't thank you guys enough for all of your continued support. It means so much to me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video.